choose to slap when you don't care.
Anime is often discriminated by people that don't watch it. Some call it stupid, uninteresting, or even nothing but porn. But there's one phrase that usually pierces my skin, and usually the skin of a bunch of other different watchers. That phrase is that anime is for children. These words just kind of put a shiver, an uneasy shiver down my spine that is often met with a counter-argument with shows that are rather gruesome in nature. Because of this, I can safely say that anime isn't meant for just children, but an array of people with different interests and taste. So here's my list of the top 5 best adult anime, non-hentai, of all time in no specific order. Starting off this list with number 5, Rin Daughters of Minossian, a bloody anime with off-screen rape, torture, abuse, and other fun activities that can be considered torture porn to many. The show is dark, bloody, gruesome, uneasy, but amazing. If this doesn't convince you, then nothing will. Number 4 would definitely have to go to Baccano. With a vast array of psychos, gangsters, and cultists revolving around the aspect of immortality, I think it's fair to say this show is dark and uneasy at times. Not as extreme as Rin, but there is still a lot of killing, especially in different and gruesome ways, ranging from gunshots to literally just tracing your face against a moving train. This show is dark, this show is gruesome, and I definitely recommend it. And with the way that the story is told, I think it's fair to say that every child that watches this would be confused. Number 3 would have to go to Shiki, revolving around the aspect of vampires and how they fit in with society and the community that they're in. It's definitely a mind game of sorts. The show is more of a watch and wait instead of a head-on action shoot 'em up series. However, this does not mean that the show isn't dark. With humans in the brink of panic, a doctor turned psycho, a brutal vampire murder scenes, and simply just how the show isn't friendly to anyone, I'd still recommend it, just don't expect a real happy ending. Number 2 would have to go to Hellsing Ultimate, a bloody action-packed show with death scenes ending in complete disintegration. This show is dark. Mostly consisting of balls-to-the-wall action and animation, this show looks gorgeous as people are being ripped to shreds. And to finish off this list, number 1, Higurashi no Naku Koroni, the prime example of why anime isn't just for kids. With the show being both a mind game and consisting of brutal death scenes, this show is worthy of being on this list. They play no boundaries when it comes to death, from ripping fingers off to hanging a child on a cross and stabbing her to death. The show has no limits to the amount of gruesome ways people die, and I love it. Before I go, here are 3 shows that are worth mentioning. Elfenlied, a pretty common show on these lists. It's amazing but common. I decided to mix it up a bit. It's a brutal show with no morals, and it honestly does not give a fuck who you are or what you see. If it wants to kill a puppy in front of you, then damn it, it's going to kill a puppy in front of you. Number 2 would have to go to Monster. The only reason I have this on the list is because it's apparently a very dark but very intense show. However, it did not make it in the main list for one simple reason. I kinda haven't seen the show yet. I plan on fixing that soon, but the 76 episodes just slightly scares me. And lastly, the entire Fate series. More specifically, Fate Stay Night and Fate Zero. Not as extreme, but still amazing. The show fits in this list because of its dark nature and has with mindless violence at times and an amazing story. Don't pass this series up. Just saying. Anyway, that's it for me. Leave a like and comment down below. Definitely comment if you think there should be another list like this, or if there was something else you would like to add. Subscribe to the channel, support it, and I will see you guys in the next one.